The Sports Ball Stuff podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Sports Ball Stuff with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the major sports stories that intrigue us and the little stories that enrage us.
Yeah, bro, don't get... Okay, you know what? I will give credit where credit is due. You said that a few weeks back, and I was still ready to defend him and say, yes, he makes a couple of boneheaded moves, but these past few games, it is no.
He's the new Firpo.
Like, he is... The goal he gave up against Hull, where, the ball's over the thing. Like, if you're going to do anything, push it further back.
Right, inexcusable.
This asshole tried to catch the ball after it was over, and there's a free goal. Like, he should have just grabbed the ball and threw it in the fucking net.
Yeah. Or he would have been better at trying to head it out or bicycle kick it out.
Okay,
I don't know.
So here's first off, you're 8 feet tall. You should know where the bar is.
Correct. And again, this being said, we are still 1 point and safely in first place.
Correct. And we've got goal differential, and that's fine. And it's like the top three.
Although, with this, Burnley and Sheffield United have a game in hand.
Not both of them. Everybody's on 26.
No. I'm sorry.
Everybody's on 26.
Sorry, I was looking at points.
I think Sheffield plays tomorrow. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So here's my big takeaway from the 3-3 draw. Sturrock is vital in defense.
Yes.
The second,
which is so fun. I mean, and I love it because I think he's the first real one that since we've been fans, that we got to see him come up.
Yeah.
And he's moved into his role.
He started outside.
Yeah.
And then Cooper and, oh my God, I should be shot for forgetting the other guy's name.
Oh, Ailing?
Yeah, but I was talking about the other center back.
Well, they've had a bunch in there.
It was mainly Cooper and Ailing, I guess.
Yeah.
There was another guy in there, but it doesn't matter. At any rate, injuries
What about Vober?
No, because he's still on the squad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I think he started. What?
Well, anyway, so
he had Ampadu playing in defense. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no, I mean he's usually. I mean, how far back though?
He was playing center back.
Okay, that's not. Yeah, he's normally like a back wing or
correct
midfield
or
wing.
Defensive midfielder.
Yeah. And
it showed on the 2 goals, the final 2 goals. Like, you can't leave guys open like that. Like Sturrock.
Well, remember. They were going. I mean, that's the end of the meat grinder.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
So
this is
Farka's, having to figure out.
So this is Saturday the 4th, and the game they played they played 2 matches since we recorded last.
Correct. Yeah.
And then they played on the 30th. Oh, excuse me, the 1st of January.
Right.
Another draw with Sturrock scoring the penalty.
But both of those were away, right? They didn't draw at home, did they?
Excellent question. Hold on.
I just had it up. Though.
I don't believe so, because... Here we go, schedule.
Oh, no, they drew with Blackburn.
Blackburn at home. And that's the one where we gave up a goal uber late.
Yeah.
Sturrock scored a penalty, and then we gave up a goal in the 92nd minute.
Yeah. So... Again, all in all,
that shouldn't happen.
I don't think we lost in the meat grinder.
I think we gained a point.
Oh no! I mean, we were 2 or 3 points down
from the beginning of December.
Yeah.
God damn it! I wish I wrote that. I mean, I'm sure I can find it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can find. I mean, they got soccer reference,
baseball reference, but for football. Yeah, exactly.
But
I still like the way we played. I like the way we played on the front foot, and we're clearly scoring goals.
Well, and remember, the back end of our schedule, even though I think there's...
It's about to get tough.
Well, there's only a couple of the top teams that we face again. It's like everything else is
Burnley on January 27th.
right. I think
And
all
then
the
we play Sheffield United twice.
almost like back to back.
Yeah,
right?
no, it is here. It's listed as back to back, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's our flip.
Yeah.
And then we go through everybody else. So
Middlesbrough's toward the end of the year.
that's why we were saying is that like the meat grinder schedule favored us because we should gain
second half
points.
of the year. We should
Right,
flip
gain
what we did in the
points.
first half. Yeah.
And or at the very least be able to hold.
That's.
Yeah.
Did I blew it?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. And I wasn't even loud that time.
Hodor.
Hold. Yes, and again, our depth, which I will give it up to the announcer for this past game because I was actually able to watch that. It was on a fucking weekend. Oh, imagine that.
And,
the other one was
at
on
11 o'clock. I think,
right.
Yeah.
The other one was the New Year's Day game that was hella early.
Yeah.
I was more worried about No, I watched that one too, but there was terrorist attacks.
Correct.
I like the way we're playing, and it seems to be consistent no matter who you mix and match. Solomon, Tanaka, Rothwell. My boy Gerhardt is back.
Yeah.
He was on the bench. He was available. I hope
we need a crazy front man. Imagine
yes,
if you could work him and Pirro like in the front too.
So the past couple games,
But that would fuck everything else up. We don't
right.
do that. Yeah.
And I don't know if Pirro's just tired.
He's getting old. I mean,
but
he's not on the young side.
You can
let's just say
tell that his legs are, and they.
Yeah, I think he's really good off the bench. He's one of those dudes,
and he's great at hold-up play, but
every time, almost nearly every game this year that they brought him in like the 65th minute,
I think that
he comes in and scores a goal within like 5-10 minutes. Or 75th minute, whatever the fuck you want to give it, but you know.
He did it here in the 72nd minute this past game to make it 3-0.
Yeah.
And then we gave up 3 goals from the 81st minute on.
God, that's like old Leeds.
Or 2 goals, I'm sorry, because they went up uber early, and then we played catch-up. But yeah, he came in off the bench and scored.
Yeah, I think,
I don't think he started. I didn't see his name. No, he started. I'm sorry. It was the game before. But at any rate, carry on.
Well, no, and I think to your point, Pirro or Perot, however you want to pronounce it. He's
Pirro.
He's good for a start, and then like 2 or 3 games off the bench. So you need somebody to fill that in, and hopefully while our boy Gerhardt was on loan, he learned not only like, hey, my Chiesa stuff works, but what if I get good touches on the ball?
Yeah, I'm super worried about Gerhardt and Noto and Dan James
gelling together.
Yeah, and they all kind of play similar, and I get that those 3 are kind of fluid with Brendan Aronson in the middle, and that motherfucker. I think I wrote down Americans in Europe.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna get to that because we got to talk about
Anthony.
Yeah, but also Pulisic. But but yeah, it's like, but that's where I'm not as concerned with that because of 2 gentlemen by the name of Rothwell and Tanaka.
Correct. And Solomon's balling out now too.
Oh my God, yeah.
And God, there was another one. Go.
So I think like the triangle I love in that is Aronson.
Ampadu's the 4th one.
Yeah.
Like here he had him playing in midfield.
But not the front.
No,
but
it's that
Aronson.
midfield diamond.
Yeah. I love that. Like keep that.
And
all those interchangeable pieces that Farka has brought in, which is something I know that's what Bielsa wanted but never got.
No.
And then, of
And
course,
he's a little stubborn.
yeah, and Marsh and everybody else, tried to, but then they went too big.
Marsh had too much hubris.
Right, where it's like, went too big, it's like, McKinney's not going to work in that formation.
No.
So.
Him and Tyler Adams are almost the same player, and you can't do all that.
Yeah.
Fine. Farka was able to reset it with these guys. Ampadu starting in the back really hurt us in this 3-3 draw, but whatever.
And guess what? I know if you saw it, Farka saw it, and that's never going to happen again.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry, Farka knows football.
Yeah, because
we need a T-shirt like that.
The wife. I have a No Pirlo, No Party shirt. It just, to me, that was the one thing that stuck out.
Don't Farka with my football.
Write it down. It stuck out to me like, oh my fucking God, why isn't he out there? Also, it's not a coincidence that this match against Hull City, the 3-3 draw, we gave up more goals than we did in the entire month of December and half of November. Actually, the same amount of goals we gave up in November.
Again, this is Leeds we're talking about. Like, you gave up 3 goals in a game.
And it's more than you gave up in 2 months.
Which, I mean, again, to me, just...
I get it. Everybody has that game.
No. I'm just saying is that, like, no, but I'm where Leeds has come from.
Yeah.
What Daniel Farka means to what he's... And like, I'm going to get to this when we talk about college football, but, like, he restructured the whole essence
about to say. Like,
of Leeds.
Bielsa had that,
right?
Right? And everybody who's ever followed that man and knows his history knows that, like, he's got a shelf life, right? Which is why national teams work perfect for him.
Exactly.
But he's a fucking genius. Ask all of his disciples...
Including our own national coach.
Correct. And never mind. And then we did the Jesse Marsh experiment, and then who was the guy that we thought we were... Not Gears.
But there was the Italian, or there was Italian or Serbian dude in between, and then there was Sam Dyche.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sam Dyche was the guy that we brought in to save us.
Yeah, keep us from relegation.
And then it's been Farka since,
yeah.
Which is a year and a half, which would be 3 transfer windows.
Correct, yeah.
So it is his team.
And I don't even give him that first one, because remember, he was hired after the...
Correct.
Yeah.
So 2. We'll call it 2, and we're in the beginning of the 3rd transfer
And look at what
window.
he's done.
God, this month's going to be fucking bonkers.
Yeah,
absolutely
it could
bonkers.
be. Yeah.
Like, Juventus are looking to move on from a couple of guys.
Like everybody.
Yes.
I mean,
because
all the old guard.
We drew again.
Yeah.
Twice. Like, we can't get out of our own fucking way.
Well, then you had AC Milan win the cup.
Correct. With Christian Pulisic, you know what? It's not Inter Milan, so okay.
Well, I mean, it was a big enough win that it got Zlatan out.
Right.
And on the interviews, they were going like, when you play in Milan, you got to win trophies.
And again, you know where Zlatan started? Juventus.
Yeah.
And fucking Juventus football and Calciopoli, and they fucking... Okay, never mind. He left as a youngster.
All right, 20 seconds. Last American you want to talk about. You said Americans in football.
Anthony Robinson.
Jedi.
Congratulations on United States Men's National Team Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Well done. Consistent.
The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Sports Ball Podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.